Okay, hello and welcome back. This is going to be a practice problem for chapter 20 having to do with process costing. This is a rather confusing chapter with the way it's presented. I'm going to try and see if I can give my fling on it, my way of looking at it. So I took the practice problem and I went item by item and just pulled all the pieces out. First of all, I want to show you process costing is exactly the same thing as my fish story, okay? Beginning inventory plus perch equals gas, goods available for sale, minus ending inventory gets cost of goods sold. That's my fish story. So if you haven't heard it, oh boy, you've missed out on that one. Anyway, my beginning inventory plus purchases makes whatever is available to be sold. And to come up with what gets transferred out, or cost of goods sold, I have to pull out ending inventory from this number to get to this number. So literally, if I go through here, I will look at units and I'll look at dollar amounts. I'm going to start with units first. Victory Company uses weighted average to account for its production cost. Conversion cost is added evenly throughout the process. Direct materials are added at the beginning of the process. Okay, that's nice to know. During November, the company transferred 700,000 units of product to finished goods. Well, what gets transferred out, that's this right here, cost of goods sold, meaning it got transferred out of inventory into whatever, okay, in this case to finished goods, so I put 700,000 units transferred out. Okay, and in November, work in process inventory consisted of 180,000 units. Well, this is at the end of November. Whatever's still sitting in work in process, that is ending inventory, 180,000 units that are 30% complete. So I put 30% over here next to conversion costs because I'll need to know this. This is actually having to do with conversion costs, and it says with respect to conversion. Beginning inventory had $420,000, okay, right here of direct material, and $139,000 of conversion cost, okay? So I put that in at beginning inventory. Direct material cost added in November is $2,220,000. So this is what was added or purchased, okay? So it was added to the production process. And the conversion cost was $3,254,000. Beginning work in process consisted of 60,000 units, so beginning inventory, 60,000 units that were 100% complete with respect to direct materials, yay, all right, and 80% complete with respect to conversion, so I put 80% over here. Of the units completed, 60,000 were from beginning work in process and 640 were started and completed during the period. Folks, this last sentence is something to throw you off the scent. Don't let it happen. It says here, what was of the units completed, meaning of this number here that was completed and transferred out, 60,000 came from beginning inventory and 640,000 came from what was started and completed. So what was started would be somewhere in here, but it totals up to 700,000 because look, 60,000 plus 640, what does that equal? Golly gee, 700,000. There it is right there. Okay, so don't let this one throw you off the scent. They're just telling you that's what makes up the 700,000. Big whoop-de-freaking do. Okay, don't worry about it. So now we got that straightened out. We take a look at what's required. Determine the equivalent units of production with respect to direct materials and conversion. So we're talking about units of production, okay? So we want to look over here. Now, these are the certain numbers. These are good, hard, solid numbers. We know what this is going to come up to be. In fact, goods available for sale, gas, that's going to be this number right here. This is a plug figure, folks. So you could actually go back up the line and calculate what this number is going to be. So 700 plus 180 is going to be 880,000. And in fact, we could even figure out what was added to production by taking that 880 minus 60,000, and we would have what? 820,000. So we got that plugged in as well if we ever need to use that number. Now we know, okay, that was what was put through production during the course of the month. So as I set this aside here, I'm going to do direct materials and conversion cost, because I need to break those out and account for them separately. So I start with what was completed and transferred out. So completed and transferred out. Because I'm really going to be using these numbers down here at the bottom. These are solid, hardcore numbers. I'm certain of these numbers, okay, because they're based off of actual count. Okay, my direct material for that, for the number of units, I'm going to use 700,000. And in fact, my conversion cost is going to consist of 700,000 units as well. Why? It's all completed, 100% done. There's no equivalent units that I need to worry about. My ending inventory, however, is going to be a little bit different. So ending inventory, I know that direct materials is going to be good. So 180,000 units for direct material. However, when I get over here to conversion cost, how much of it was there? 30% been completed as far as conversion cost is concerned. So I had to take 30% times 180,000 units to come up with this number of units. And that's going to come up with 54,000. So my total units are going to be 880,000. And my conversion cost, 754,000. Okay, so now I know what my units are supposed to be. That was part one. Part two.